The complaint that women clearly have privilege in the workforce because all of the most dangerous, lethal jobs are largely performed by men. And that's because those fields have operated like a boys' club for so long.
So that was a video from one of my favorite mutuals. If you don't follow Professor Neil, you need to go follow him. And this is a little bit off topic, but I did want to cover it while watching this video, and I think it's very interesting. When talking about misandry and misogyny in job occupations, there's a lot to look at here. And the topic that was brought up was the most dangerous jobs in America and how most men have those jobs. And so I went and looked up a lot of these occupations. So what I did was I found the top 10 most dangerous jobs in America, and I went through BLS to see what kind of stats I could find about these occupations. Now, I couldn't find much for fishermen and loggers, but I did find some for the other 8 top most dangerous jobs. And what's interesting is, in all of these jobs, women only make 79 cents per every dollar that men make. And since the average median earnings is about $41,000 per year, women are expected to make about $9,000 less per year than men. And you may be thinking, yes, that's because fewer women work at those jobs compared to men. And you'd be right, only about 6.95% of the workforce in those jobs are women. However, when we look at all other occupations, especially occupations in which men are the minority, what we find is women still make a lot less even if they are the majority of the workers in that workforce. Which means when men enter a workforce that's primarily dominated by women, men still end up making more. However, when women enter the workforce in fields predominantly dominated by men, women still make less. And when we look at the median salaries for every one of these top dangerous jobs in America, and specifically when we look at what women make in those jobs, we find out that they're making less or around the same as other jobs with the same experience and skill set required without all of the health and safety risk that comes with them. So really, we're not giving women any extra benefit for taking these jobs. And if we're not giving them more money to join a workforce that's predominantly dominated by men, and that workforce is more dangerous than the jobs that they already have, why would they work those jobs? So if you're one of those people who say that the percentage of women working these dangerous jobs is a form of misandry, my advice to you would be to advocate for women to get the same pay and benefits in those dangerous jobs. After all, again, when men enter occupations predominantly dominated by women, men still end up making more.